Hey everybody, happy Tuesday. How's everybody doing today? We are on for our Tuesday migraine strategy call. Just giving Facebook a quick second here to catch up. Perfect. For those of you who don't know me, because man, did we have a lot of people join this week. I think we had at least 50 new people join this week, which we love having you here. But it also tells me that it's a rough time of year for many people who are suffering. But anyway, for those of you who don't know me, my name is Debbie Waidl. I am a migraine specialist certified through the Institute of Integrative Nutrition and the Institute for Functional Health Coaching, here to help you reduce the severity, duration, and frequency of your migraines so that you can find your migraine freedom. We are thrilled that you are here to hear a special interview from April today. April has joined us to share her migraine freedom journey. April is a graduate of the Freedom from Migraine method. She graduated a month or so ago. Is that right, April? A month or so ago. So April is going to tell us a little bit about her migraine journey before she started the program and her experience in the program, because it's really important for you to see that migraine freedom is possible. It's really hard to model what you can't see. So we invite our graduates to come on and share their experience with you to give you that hope that migraine freedom is possible. So April, thank you for being here today.
Sure.
So let's start with something super simple. You want to give us a little quick overview of your migraine journey and what brought you to us?
Sure. I've been having migraines, not anymore, but I've been having migraines for about 20 years. It started in college. So I'm assuming if you think about that, probably was due to stress. And then over the past year and a half, they got so much worse. I mean, I was doing migraines wouldn't be as common, like maybe once a month. And then they just started working up to us every day. I was waking up every day. The pain would start when I'd wake up. I'd go to bed with the same migraine. There was nothing that was really helping, just suffering every day, every day. I'd try everything, TENS units, different kind of medications, hot baths, sitting in the jets for 30 minutes, trying to back out, just so many things I'd tried, but nothing was working. And I was very stressed. I'd wake up stressed because I kept feeling this is my day again. This is my day again. I didn't want to do anything. I didn't want to make any plans. Never wanted to do any outside activities because I thought, oh, the sun is going to make it worse, or the cold or the heat. Or it was always an excuse in my head because I knew the migraine was coming.
Absolutely. Yeah, we've all done that, right? Tried so many things to try to end our pain. I think that has got to be the most common phrase that I hear from most of the women I talk to. I've done it all. I've tried it all. I've done more than everybody else. Yeah, so it makes it really challenging. Looks like Barbie is watching. If anyone else is watching us live, please give us a quick hello. Let us know that you're here. And I'm sure, as Barbie mentioned, if you're watching us on the replay, let us know in the replay that you are watching. We would love to know who's been able to watch April's interview today. So over the years, you've tried all these things, the migraines got worse. Why did you decide to join the Freedom from Migraine method? You know, what was that moment that made you realize what you were doing just wasn't working and you were willing to give one more thing a shot?
I was at my wit's end, really. And I joined the Freedom from Migraine group, I suppose about a year ago. And I just kept reading and watching the videos. And it just seems like you were being upfront and honest. And then you would message me. And I was like, you know what? This lady really does want to know how I'm feeling. This is not just a robocall and just we set up a meeting. And I just saw the honesty in your face and just I knew it was time. You know, it was the right connection for me.
Yeah, we had, I remember we had a great call, and you were in the group for a while. You were in the Women's Migraine Freedom group for a while, and that group is there. Obviously, the group that everyone is watching from right now is there to give you as many tools as we can. But then we do hit a point where we need to be able to take it a step further by taking a foundational approach and helping you tailor that approach to fit you. And that's where the Freedom from Migraine method comes in, is that we give you those skills to be able to take all of this information and figure out how it best fits in your world. And right now the Women's Migraine Freedom Group is, I think, 2,400 strong. I wish we had time every day to tailor everything to 2,400 women, but that's just not feasible. So we were so thrilled, April, that you jumped on. So since you've joined and how you're feeling now, what's been the reaction of your spouse and your partner to your changed health? You know, how have they noticed a difference in you?
Just could tell that I'm much more excited to get up and start going, and just generally seeing a smile on my face is something they're not used to, because they knew I was always suffering. Even my children would say, "Are you okay today?" Like those commercials you see on TV. That's reality. They knew
Yeah.
I was bad. When it was time to go to sleep, they'd want me to come hang out and tell a story and read. And that's something I look forward to too. But I could barely keep my head upright before. And now it's just, I could hang out with them, go to sleep with them, because I love being with them and doing things and going places. They're eager. They see I'm eager too. And we really are, making plans months in advance. That's not normal for me, but now I don't mind, because I feel like I got the tools. I can leave, I can go do stuff. I don't have to bring my medicine cabinet with me. I'm fine. It's much better.
I love that. I remember that feeling of, always needing a big purse. I could never use a little purse to go anywhere because it wouldn't fit all of the drugs and all of the things I felt like I had to take with me. You have this nice little pretty dress on. You're like, I can't use one of those little tiny purses. I need like a suitcase to take everything with me. But
I still bring my migraine 911 kit with me though, just in case. I have my earplugs, I have my eye mask, I have a little cool thing for my head, I have a heating mat, natural things.
Yep.
Oils, things like that. I might have one now, but it's rare that I use it. I don't need it. My
that's amazing.
My life support when I'm having any kind of neck cramps, my TENS unit is just, it's natural and it feels good. So why not?
Yeah. And these are tools, for those of you who saw the resource that we gave away a couple weeks ago, talking about migraine tools, these are tools that we highly recommend that you use while you're working on getting your threshold as high as possible and while you're working on your migraine freedom. So in the future, you don't need to use them anymore. April has just graduated about a month ago. So definitely feels more comfortable taking that 911 kit with her, making sure she doesn't need it. A year from now, I bet you it's not in your bag. You're just not even going to think about it anymore. I have a TENS unit in my house, and I think the last time I used it, I sprained my ankle. So totally different than what I used to use it 10 years ago. So I loved just a minute ago how you just said something about being able to plan now, being able to do things, make plans in the future without having to worry about a migraine. But during this program, something came up that you didn't plan for. You started a program, you were trying to find migraine freedom. And then what was that major event that like disrupted your whole life?
Hurricane Ida.
Yeah, you had to leave your home, stay in a hotel, and then move into your sister's.
Yep. When we stayed in our hotel, my husband went back to home and checked out everything. We had water raining into the house. We had 75% of our house destroyed because of it. And it took a long time, and we had to have the cash to do it, but we're back. Mm-hmm. And I completed the last 2 months of the program in my sister's house. We had 7 of us there, and I was cooking and cleaning for everybody.
So for those women who I get on a call with and they say they don't have time or it's not a good time to work on their migraine freedom, if April can do it during a hurricane, you can do it. Because really, when we're working on our migraine freedom, it's about finding new lifestyle adjustments, new food adjustments, finding the way, that you need to be living your life to reduce the inflammatory load. And one of those key things that we also work on is stress. So for you to live through a situation that's extremely stressful and know at the end of the day, you were able to get results like you have now really shows the hard work that you put in and how there is something out there that does work, that can bring you that migraine freedom.
Right. And I wasn't sleeping hardly at all. I'm sure you remember the frantic message, like, I don't know what's going on, but I would not wake up with a migraine. I did not get migraines. It's crazy. I was not sleeping at all, but my threshold had to be so high.
Mm-hmm.
I had completely cut out sugar. And that was like, I think probably something that I needed to do a long time ago.
Yeah.
You know, you don't even realize things you needed to do along the way to make you feel better. Because don't we
Absolutely.
want more sugar when we have a migraine? We're like, I need it all. I need to feel better.
Yeah, well, it's that comfort, right? We want all those comfort things to make us feel better when we don't feel well. And sugar for sure is a big part of this. Absolutely. Is it the only piece? No. I wish I could say to all of you, if you just quit sugar, that your migraines would be gone. They will definitely change without a doubt. Each piece that we work on helps reduce that severity, duration, and frequency. So it's important to work on all of them. Now, April, before you started the program, you were having migraines like 25 almost daily, a month.
Yeah.
Where are you now?
I had one maybe 15 days ago. And before that, it was before I graduated. I mean, I'm maybe averaging one a month. And it's always during the cycle time. That's pretty much it. My stress is a little higher. I'm a little crankier, that comes with the territory, but eventually I know I'm gonna work that out too.
Absolutely. Yeah, it is stressful when you've just come back home recently, a few weeks ago, right? So you are working on repainting, getting carpets in, redoing your home. The holidays are upon us. So the fact that you can go from 25 a month down to only having a couple since you graduated during that high of a stress level just shows that, as you said, you're going to get where you want to be, to that destination zero very, very soon. And I think your overall health, as you mentioned before, is you feel so much better. You just feel like a different person overall. So this program isn't just about migraine freedom, but that overall health, right?
Right. When we first met, I told you about things that I was suffering, fibromyalgia, IBS, and you said, April, all of those, there's inflammation. That's the migraine. That's all of it. And so it's all a big picture, and everything has improved. I even remarked to my husband, I don't get a lot of pain here anymore. I don't get a lot of the general point pressure like I used to much. I said, it's got to be everything I've been doing, the diet change. It's a whole package, of course. Like you said, it's not just one thing. Of course not. A lot of work.
Yeah, it would be nice if it was one thing, right? Where I could just take that
That'd
little
be
magic
awesome.
wand and go, April, you just have to work on one thing. That's all you have to do.
Right. Got your
But
answer.
yeah, exactly. But in that, saying that, it's not like the program is difficult. We break it down step by step. We make it a simple process. And again, if this is something April can do during a hurricane while she's in a hotel with family, then move into her sister's house. We've had other people that work 100 hours a week that can work on the program, or teachers that, go from 7 a.m. till 7 p.m, then come home and take care of their family. It is 100% doable. But in transparency, there is work involved. But
Right.
there's work involved that's anything that's worthwhile, right? I think we've learned that lesson well enough in life. Nothing good comes super simple. It would be nice, but it doesn't.
That's right.
Absolutely. So what do you think? Where do you think you would be right now had you not stumbled across us and done the work that you needed to do to get to where you are today?
I'd probably be in the same exact spot, just suffering. I could barely go to work, and I only work about 5 to 10 hours a week. It's really not a lot. It's what I want to put in, but I do have to go on campus at my church and work. That was so stressful to me. It was like I was thinking of just giving it up, but I need it. I need it for myself. Once my children they're both in school, they're 12 and 9. I needed to have more than just being a mom at home.
Yeah.
That's not me. I need to go. I needed to do. And just going shopping for them, I could barely even do that. That's how bad the migraines were. I spent a lot of times I need a nap, or whatever.
Yeah.
I'm too young for that. I want to go and I want to do. my kids are still young. We want to go places, and that's kind of how I felt like I couldn't. So I've gotten
Absolutely.
freedom back.
And now when you go to work, how do you feel? Does it feel totally different?
It does. I'm like, why would I ever think of giving this up? This is something I love to do. I work with the children. I have about almost 400 students that I'm sort of the principal over for our religion program. We just meet 2 times in the week,
Mhm.
and I needed it. I need to be there, and I'm good at it. And I don't want to just give it up because of my migraines, And like I said, my other health issues that have all improved. So you just got to take the time and do it for yourself. That's for sure.
Well, and that's so important because you took time for you. And because you did, now you have more time to give back to everyone else.
Right. And the
And
program is 4 months. I mean, that's nothing in the grand
yeah,
scheme of things.
yeah, yeah. But I think that's hard, isn't it, for so many women to be able to put themselves first? And I think it's a societal thing. We're mom, we're the partner, we're the one who's supposed to do it all. We're supposed to do, all the cooking and cleaning and shopping and organizing. And what's the world going to do, if mom can't get it all done? But let's face it, you were probably getting it done somehow, April, but probably not well and probably not enjoying it.
No, there was a time where I couldn't even go and cook. I would go in the kitchen and I would just like, I can't even wrap my head around what to put on this stove. And
Yeah.
my husband was working from home a lot, so that actually worked out. But he was a little fearful to go to work too, because he knew I felt so bad. He could see it in my face. I'd sometimes beg him, just, can you stay home today? Can you just please? My head is just pounding. I can't even open my eyes. It was bad.
Yeah.
And, that's changed. He knows without a doubt he could go wherever he needed to go. I'd be fine, and it makes a huge difference for me. I was stressed out because he was stressed out, and we both were just stressed out, because he sometimes needs to work offshore and he was scared to go.
Yeah, understandable. Well, when you're home with 2 kids, and I remember it well, many, many a days thinking there's no one else around to watch my kids. I had migraines. My daughter was like 2, when I first started getting them really bad. What do you do with a 2-year-old when you're in the house alone and all you want to do is go to bed?
You beg her to take a nap with you. That's all I could do too. That's all I could do.
In our bedroom, I used to just lock the door, turn the TV on. There was a lot of TV watching, which, obviously I regret, but what can you do? I can't get the time back, but at least I have it now. At least I have it now. But anybody who's watching, let me know in the comments, do you feel that there are things that migraines are taking away from you? Because really, migraines are 100% in control. Until you take that back, they are in control of your life. They are in control of how your day is going to go. They're in control of how you're going to feel, how you're going to be interacting with your family, with your coworkers. And that's not a good feeling. It is not a good feeling at all. So those people that tell me, well, I'm taking medication to manage the pain, it's okay because I'm on propranolol and, it's kind of keeping them at bay. Well, no, it's not. They're still in control if you have to do those things. So let me know in the comments, are you ready for them not to be taking control? And what is it that they're taking away from you? Let us know so that we can reach out and help you get results like April's getting. So all right, April, so what's next for you? Anything fun that you can do now that we don't have these migraines? What is your life going to look like? How's it going to be different?
Just not letting it hold me back. We're trying to plan a trip to Tennessee. It's so beautiful during our whole Mardi Gras week. So we would rather go away than go to Mardi Gras here at all. We're just not big Mardi Gras folks because, beads come and swap you in the face. That's the worst feeling in the world. Everybody will come here for that. I don't know why.
Well, probably with a 12, you said 12 and 9. I mean, that's really not Mardi Gras age, right?
Not if you're going down Bourbon Street. No, but Mardi Gras out there that is just better, but you still will get beads slapped in your face. I'm not into it. So we like to plan trips. That's a Disney time for a lot of people that live here. They go to Disney.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. So
that is so funny. I didn't know that. I learned something new today.
Planning a trip away. Even though we've been away from home, this would be something fun.
Oh yeah, that's going to be totally different knowing that you have the option to go away and that you're going to go away knowing that you don't have migraines to worry about versus being stuck in a hotel because you don't have your home.
Big difference.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I love that. So let's wrap it up. I'm going to double check comments while you're answering this. So what would you tell that person? There's quite a few of them this week. There's been, if you've noticed in the group, there's been a lot of conversation about medication, a lot of questions about, tell me what you're doing. Tell me what you're doing. What can I do to make myself better? But what would you tell that person who is on the fence of thinking that there's anything else out there that's going to help get their migraines away, that they don't believe that the Freedom from Migraine method can help? What would you tell that person today?
I would tell them to schedule a private call with you. I know that people can easily comment. I've been reading the comments and they're all over the place. Oh, no one's going to help me. I want the answers. Everybody is different. We are like puzzles. You can't just give one answer and that fixes you. It just doesn't. So I would say schedule a private call with you. And like I had the experience, tell you what you have. And then maybe Miss Debbie can get to the root cause of your migraine. It's not going to just happen by you talking to all of these 2,400 other strangers about their different migraine problems. We all have it, but it's different reasons why we get them. So I think that's the biggest thing is they need to give you a chance to actually tell you their problems and why is it starting to occur and what's going on, and then join the program and they could see step by step how things can change for them. No, it's not going to be easy. It's not going to be overnight, but it's worth it. I would say within the first 2 months, I had kind of found my answer already and was just working towards the program and then digging deeper into it because I kind of skipped over some lessons that I knew were more that I needed to focus on, like the stress portion for much further instead of doing the sleep. I've held the sleep to the last and just now my sleep's a problem. So just going back now I can still access the sleep module when I want to, if I feel like my sleep is a problem again, I can go through and do it again. But things are better. I spent 4 months, I put in the work. I never let off on myself. I may have put 30 minutes into it per day sometimes. And that's kind of all you need to do. Just reading and watching the videos and then getting on the call with you once a week is really so easy to do. If you can't find the time for that, then you just don't have time for yourself. That's all I could say. You just don't have time for yourself because you're worth it. We all are.
Absolutely. And when we stop to think about 15, 20, 30 minutes in a day, if each one of us picked up our phones and we could see how long we scrolled on Facebook or watched Netflix or looked at cat videos or whatever it is, it would probably add up to that amount of time. So, taking that time away from doing those things and just giving it to yourself, it's such a gift for you and it's a gift for life. It's not a 4-month gift. It is a gift for life. As you just commented, April, you're still feeling great, but if you need to, we give you your program material that you have forever. So if you start feeling any little thing starting to shift, you're like, nope, I'm going to stop that right now. I'm going to go back and take a look at that again. I'm going to remind myself, and we keep that up to date for you. So unlike a college book that you buy that becomes obsolete the minute you buy it, that material always stays up to date. So if any science changes 2, 3, 5 years from now, it doesn't matter how long you've been out of the program, it's all going to be there for you. So, well, April, this has been wonderful. I am so glad to see you. I'm so glad to see paint and your pictures on your walls and not water damage in your house. It is great to see that you're back home, being able to enjoy time with your family in your own space. I can imagine that feels wonderful. And you've got some amazing people watching. We've got Lynn watching, Barbie's out there, Helen's watching, Debbie, Catherine, quite a few. Tina is watching today. So before we let April go, does anyone have any last questions here? Looks like Barbie's got everything under control on the other end. Lorna too is here. Amazing. I love seeing everybody pop in to hear your story and see your story. So we'll do this in case, and Julie's here too. In case I miss any questions in there, please tag me in the questions And April, if they have any specific questions for you, is it okay if they tag you in this post? Because you're still hanging out in the group every once in a while.
Sure.
Wonderful. Well, April, thank you so much for your time today. And everyone, thank you for coming on to our migraine strategy call. Remember, we do this every Tuesday. Bring you tips, tricks, stories, and things to help move you closer to your migraine freedom. If there's anything that we can do for you today, please let us know in comments, either tag myself or tag Barbie, and she'll make sure that you get to the proper team member so that we can start moving you towards your migraine freedom. Everybody, if you celebrate Christmas, have an amazing Merry Christmas. Have a wonderful Happy New Year. Thanks everyone for coming, and we will see you next Tuesday in the group. Take care, everybody.